Hawa's laughter echoed through the house, a symphony of defiance. Each peal was a jab at her parents, a declaration of independence. At 17, she was a whirlwind of rebellion, her life a chaotic mix of late nights and questionable choices. Her parents, at their wits' end, decided on a drastic measure. Hawa would spend the summer with Alex, her quiet, older cousin, in a remote village called Gembu. Hawa as Hawa. Gembu. What possible excitement could exist in a place I'd never even heard of? She imagined dusty streets and bored faces, a stark contrast to her vibrant life in Lagos. Little did she know Gembu held secrets waiting to unfold, lessons whispered on the wind, and a journey that would lead her back to herself. This wasn't just a punishment, it was a crossroads. It was the start of Hawa's journey from rebellion to redemption. The music pulsed, a frenetic beat that matched the chaos in Hawa's heart. She was invincible, or so she thought, until red and blue lights flashed, freezing the night. Caught in a police raid at an illegal party, her world tilted on its axis. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through her bravado. The phone call to her parents was even worse than the arrest. Hawa, as Hawa. "Mum, Dad, I'm so sorry." Her mother's voice, usually strong and steady, shook with a disappointment that cut deeper than anger. The verdict was swift and absolute. Hawa would be going to Gembu, not as a temporary reprieve, but as a lifeline. Her rebellion had finally snapped against the wall of consequences. The bus journey to Gembu was long and arduous. Hawa, nursing a throbbing headache and a bruised ego, stared out the window. The landscape shifted, morphing from the concrete jungle of Lagos into a tapestry of rolling hills and valleys painted in hues of green and brown. As they ventured further into the heartland, the air grew thick with the scent of pine and damp earth. Villages, seemingly untouched by time, dotted the roadside. Hawa as Hawa. Wow, look at those hills. And the women with the baskets, they seemed so content. Women with baskets balanced on their heads smiled, their eyes holding ancient wisdom. Hawa listened to snippets of conversations, tales of mythical creatures and ancient legends, each story weaving a spell that slowly chipped away at her cynicism. Gembu rose from the Mambila plateau like a secret whispered on the wind. Nestled amidst towering eucalyptus trees and kissed by clouds, the village was a world away from the noise and chaos of Lagos. Time seemed to move differently here, measured by the rhythm of the sun and the whisper of the wind. The air was clean and crisp, carrying the scent of wood smoke and the distant call of unseen birds. Life was simple, a tapestry woven from the threads of community and tradition. Hawa as Hawa. This place, it feels like another world. The people, their faces etched with the wisdom of generations, welcomed Hawa with open arms and gentle smiles. In their eyes she saw not judgment, but a quiet hope that she too would find solace in Gembu's embrace. Dr. Olivia, Hawa's mother, stood on the veranda of a small, brightly painted clinic. Her white coat, usually a symbol of authority, seemed out of place against the backdrop of the village. Years of working in underserved communities had etched lines on her face, each line a testament to her dedication. The reunion was awkward, filled with unspoken words and years of accumulated hurt. Hawa, used to expressing her emotions with the force of a hurricane, found herself tongue-tied. Life in Gembu settled into a routine. Hawa helped around the clinic, her tasks mundane